I am gonna show you what it's like to unload all my stuff from the work van into the truck to start work. Today is currently Sunday. What happens on a Sunday is we leave from our main town in Czech Republic with a van with 1, 2, 3, 4 different guys. It always changes. And we drive all the way through Germany, all the way to Holland. This is my commute to work every time I come to work and every time I go home. In the future, I will get a dash cam and I will record the full journey and show it to you properly. Now, this is the first time I'm recording using a microphone wind deflector. I have no idea what that is, so if you don't know either, then that's okay. If it works, I have no idea how the sound sounds, because this is obviously the first video. I'm hoping it's going to be not too bad. So, you can see, this is the van we come in from Czech Republic to Holland, and this is my truck for the next 2 weeks. So, I now have to unload everything, get it set up exactly how I want it. It's not that much work, to be honest. I just thought I'd show you because, you know, the whole point of Boost World is for you to see everything in my world. So, let's get started. I will add some music in this. Hopefully it's good. Let me know in the comments if I've done good or if I've done bad. And we can laugh about it later. Let's jump straight in. Oh, okay, so I have a certain system of how I set things up and how I unset them, how I pack them up. You know what I mean. It's always the same for Sunday and then Friday when I go home in 2 weeks. I may walk you through what I do then, the same thing, but it's kind of the same. So I don't have to do this all the time because it's just gonna get boring for you watching. And we don't want that, do we? So at least I can do it once, you get to see what it's like. And if some of you wanna see it again, then I'll do it again. So I have a system how I do it. Every truck driver you'll meet will always have a different system, but you know, each to their own. At the end of the day, as long as I get the stuff in the truck and we're ready to go, job's a good one. Cue the music. Camera recording is from this angle. I only have one stand and one camera, so bear with me. Okay, thanks. have fun. We'll have fun. More stuff. In America, I've seen that they have nice big fridges, nice big open space trucks. We don't have that in Europe, so we make do with what we got. So say hello to my fridge. Ta-da! Perfect. Perfect, does the job. Few boxes you can get it there, you know, it's enough. Some of the trucks here, they have a socket, you know, to plug a plug into just behind the seat. Some of them don't. So then you have two options. Number one is you plug it in here, but if you're like me and I bring literally an extension lead, you know, you have all the cables on the floor, and that's just, I don't like a messy truck. So option number two is you put it under the bed where there is this thing called an inverter. Basically we plug our electrics into that. All trucks have them. some don't, but most trucks have them, and that allows all of us drivers to plug in things like TVs, laptops, kettles, cookers, all these types of things. So the inverter in almost all of the trucks that this company has is under the bed. Let me show you. So here is the inverter. So what I like to do is take the cable, plug it in. Never realized how tricky this is with one hand. Now here is the main switch which we turn on or off. This is to power it. So if it's off, obviously there's no power. There's no power. Turn it on, you hear the beep, and you can see the light. I don't know how well you can see the light, but you know what I mean. So I only need a little bit of this because, as I said, I use it for the laptop and charging phones. So what I'll do is I'll put a lot of this cable just under the bed because we don't need it, and we like a nice tidy truck. We just tuck that out of the way. It's not going to get trapped or anything. This doesn't matter too much. Some of the trucks do have a little bit of a notch here, like a little bit of a valley to put the cable in. Some of them don't, but that's basically perfect. That's all I need. I'll put this like here. We can close the bed again. Make sure we don't trap the wire in the cupboard, which it's not. It's free and still turns on. Perfect. Put that down here. Lovely, lovely. And now jump back out and get the other things. The only bad thing is sometimes we have to swap trucks in the middle of the week. If there's a problem with one of the trucks or trailers, or one of the drivers has a problem, has to go home, it happens, it's part of the job. So we will have to swap trucks. That can be slightly annoying because it takes a while to get everything put in the cupboards and tidied away, and then you start 2 days, 3 days, and then you have to swap trucks with another driver. Can be a bit annoying, but it's part of the job, so it is what it is. I don't mind now. I've been here like 5 years, and I always just, if my boss says you gotta change, then I change. I don't really cause any drama or any stress. It's not their fault. There's always a situation. So on a lighter note, now we carry on with the next things. You forget how tiring it is, and moving the camera backwards and forwards. But this is fun. This is fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's get more stuff. A lot of the drivers that I know in Europe and UK, they don't often take as much stuff as I do, but while I'm working away, I work away from my partner or from family, like some people do, to make extra money. This is the whole point of it. I don't see the point in working away, kind of missing out home life, to then just buy loads of foods when I'm away. You know, it's not really working out the balance. You know, that's my concept. So I make loads of things at home. My partner is an amazing chef, so she makes me loads of different sauces. We can jar them up and seal them, and then whenever I want, I can just take a different jar. I just find it's easier. I will cook pastas if I'm parked for the weekend. I may go to the shop, buy something, you know, special, but this is just better for me. Each to their own. Okay, last bag in the truck. Now I just unpack some of them. This is our microwave. It does the job lovely. As long as it's clean, it's not bad. Yeah, nice. Sometimes you will have it where other drivers leave their stuff in the trucks. I'm not a fan of this type of planning, or whatever you want to call it. Some of the drivers work a lot longer, so they do more weeks in a row. They spend less time at home, so they leave more stuff in the truck, if that makes sense. But the other drivers that do the same time period of working that I do, like I take everything home. That's just personal preference. Yeah. Trying some new healthy curries. Yeah. I love food. If you can't already tell, I love food. Now I have to just go to the canteen because we have lockers like for storage, and that's where I keep cooker, water tanks, shower tank, because through summer I just shower at the side of the road because it's hot and it's free. So to the canteen, unload the locker, and then put all that stuff in. Okay, let's go. Empty. I tried to make that look smooth. If it didn't, I'm still practicing. is how we start to set up a truck. One more bag to do, and then we're finished. This is the best money I ever spent. A portable shower. For a truck driver, this is an absolute lifesaver because here in Europe, it's quite hot. Czech Republic is very hot, especially through summer. So why pay all the time? Because it's like €4, some places €3. So why pay? Side of the road, have a water tank, and this, perfect. So, lovely job. Okay, we're finished. That is how we set up a truck. It can be quite tiring, up and down, in and out all the time, but it's what we gotta do to get the job done. So now you get to see what it's like every time you see a truck. Just imagine the work that goes into setting up that truck. So thanks for watching. This week, or for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be doing videos of work, loadings, unloadings, wherever I can. Some places I can't, as I've said before. I don't quite know how to put this into a video yet, if this is going to be its own one, or I'm just going to add this to a compilation of all the unloadings and loadings. But we'll see how it goes, because it's a work in progress, isn't it? So it's a trial and error sort of channel, and we'll just see how it goes. So let me know if there's anything you think I can change or do differently. I welcome any feedback, and otherwise, now I can take the van back, I can come back, I can sit down, I can have some food, and I can put a film on and just relax. I'll probably put the aircon on because it's as you can see, I am sweating. It's very hot here in Holland right now. We're up to 28 at the minute, so, and this is on the low end of what Europe can be, especially Czech Republic, where our house is located down south. We have 32, 33 in the shade, quite a lot of summer, so it can get very hot. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how we truck drivers set up our trucks, and I look forward to seeing what's coming in the next 2 weeks, as I'm sure you are as well. I will record anything that I can that I'm allowed to, and I will document whatever I can, whenever I can, and we'll just go with the flow. We'll see how it works. This is a work in progress, as I keep saying, so it'll get better, I promise you. Stick with me, and as time goes on, I'm sure we'll find something that we can both enjoy. So yeah, thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so now we have to go and connect to the trailer. Luckily, I've just seen it on the way back from dropping off the van, so you'll get to see how I connect. Actually, first what we're gonna do before we connect is we're gonna quickly go to the truck wash because the windscreen and the windows are really dirty. Maybe the last driver didn't get a chance to clean it. So there's a truck wash here in the base which we can use, and we're gonna go give it a quick wash and then we'll connect. Okay, this is the first wash with this camera, so I gotta try and be careful not to get you wet. Just quick clean, give the windows a wash, and then we're good to go. First I gotta turn it on. windows done from outside at least. Now we'll go to connect to the trailer and I'll give the inside a quick wash because especially when it's sunny, it's just a big blur. It's very hard to see, so let's go find the trailer. First thing I always do is basically a handbrake for the trailer. So no matter what happens on the truck, this will not move. Even if I leave the handbrake off on the truck and I forget about it, which will never happen, but if I do, having this on, this safety button, this trailer will never move. So when you lift the legs, if I forget to put the handbrake on in the truck, it won't roll anywhere. This is always a priority. Number one is this. Next, we can connect the air. Last thing we do is lift the legs for the trailer and we are ready to rock. Now just press the safety button. Let's hit the road. Doing so much extra walking, it's unbelievable. It's all good fun, but I always just stand by the trailer even when I set off the brake. I know nothing's gonna move, but I do it anyway because I had a driver once who was a good friend of mine. The brakes on his truck had failed and he didn't know. He'd connected to the trailer, same system, button, legs, air, you know, etc, etc. And then when he came here and turned the air off, he was slightly distracted and didn't realize, and the truck started rolling because the handbrake he didn't have on in the truck. So I always stay few seconds. If it goes anywhere, you can pull the brake back out, go and do it. It's a safety thing. I know it's not going to happen for me. I've done this a million times, so it's a safety thing from my part. But if anyone's watching, think first. Now we can set the air back to normal on the trailer, on the truck. Because I have a remote to adjust it however I want, and then we're good to go. Boom! So now you know how we connect to the trailers. I am now going to sit down, I'm going to relax, and I'm going to have some food. Honestly, I'm just going to do it once around the trailer and the truck just to double check, because while I'm recording and doing it, this is kind of distracting. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest, from the get-go. So I'm just gonna do a quick walk around just to make sure everything is right. At the end of the day, it's better to check twice than be wrong once, because especially driving this fully loaded, you don't want any problems going wrong. So I'm gonna do a little walk around, and then I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna have some food. So I wonder what joys we're gonna have this week. See you in the next one.